So this is the monk Bretton Priory, 12th century Cluniac monastery, 15th century gatehouse. Oh, this is it's English heritage, but it's open without a fee. Okay, it's much bigger than I thought. So this is the gatehouse. And that says administrative building over there. Okay, as it says, you are here. So this is the gatehouse. You can see what it would have looked like. So again, we're standing just up here by this gatehouse. So that's the administrative building, and then that's the whole site. So it's massive. So it's just a rear view of the admin building. And then there's these two objects, which I don't know, I assume there's some sort of grinding aspect. Okay, there's a hole there, you can just see a hole there. I'm afraid, anybody know what that is? Or what that was? No, I thought this was going to be the church, because it says the presbytery was on the east side of the church, but I have a feeling the church is going to be over there, where you can see those large windows. Maybe this was some sort of hall. All the facing stones have been removed on this one, which is quite interesting. As ever, let's look at the details of the walls. These are a very unusual kind of base stone there, which I haven't seen before. This is the presbytery, which is on the east side of the church. Now I think the church is that bit in there. You can't quite see it. I think that's the church. But you can see the usual sorted smaller rocks, and then the nicer facing stones. But the finishing at the base, you can see there. There's a good one. Look. See the flat facing stones, and then the main part of the structure. Some sort of, it's very concrete-y, doesn't it? Some at the back of the whole structure. I saw these and I just assumed they were stones just laid here, but I'm not sure how clear it is. But there is a cross of sorts pattern on there. Same with the other two, but these are very small. I mean, that one is very small. You can see the foot, so it's only about 4 foot, just over 4 foot, maybe that's 5 foot-ish. Neither of them are big enough for a person, I hope. Now, even further away from the main structure, I can't remember from the plan what that is. I'll write it on the notes below. But then there's this weird structure, which I'm assuming is some sort of drainage ditch, because it goes all the way up towards the main structure. Is that a tunnel for people? I wonder, is it some sort of escape tunnel? Because my guess is this was the walls here. I don't know. It'll be more clear when I look at the diagram again. That's weird. Right, let's walk inside the only bit that seems to have a floor. Unfortunately, it looks like it's falling, doesn't it? Let's see what this says. This looks like some sort of a... is it a refectory or something? Right, so the bit over there is the cloister. You can just see what the dog's running. So I assume this is where they sat down. What is it? That looks creepy, doesn't it? So this is the remains of the cellar. Now it says that there was a floor drain and a draw well. I'm assuming that that's the well. It also says it was a 3-storey structure, which isn't very clear. Obviously there's only the second one left up there. This one looks like it might have been a living accommodation of some sort. There's a fireplace on the first floor, and then you can see it goes, oh, there's another fireplace. You can't see it, but that's a fireplace up there. It's just slightly unexpected, but there's a fireplace, as I said. And then, oh, didn't miss that, spiral staircase. And some tower going up above. But then coming out this doorway, it's even more, but weirdly, wooden lintels there. There's a wooden lintel there. Which is slightly unusual. There's a normal, what I would call, actually it's not even a lintel, there is a word for that. I don't know if you can see where the stone has been dropped in. So it kind of sits, there is some expression for that which I can't remember. Anyway, that's a wooden lintel, it's very weird. Right, the steps finish here. Here's another weird observation which I don't understand. All the walls, facing walls anyway, look like that. Now this one, now I'm inside the building, but this has got loads of pot marks on it. You can just see. And it's actually similar through the window on that bit there. Why is that, I wonder? Just to show the drainage. So this is, I'm in the kitchens. There's actually a service hatch there to put food through. But you can see the exposed drainage here. This shallow channel goes underneath this wall and outside, and then drops into the big channel, which I follow over in that direction. Apparently those buildings are guest houses. Whoops, over there. So here's the other side of the serving hatch, which is the eating area here. which leads to the cloisters. And the one thing I haven't worked out is where the church is, but I think I was right originally. Initially I thought it was on there to the left, and then I corrected it and thought maybe that was it, but that's the dining area. So I'm now entering the church. So I finally found the plan for the church. So you are here, down here, the nave, and presbytery, sacristy. So that's looking down the nave. It says there the presbytery is that one, but I thought it was that one there. But... oh, a dog's just spotted me. There he goes. Well, let's just walk through the church, see what I can see. So I'm walking through presumably the main entrance doors into the nave. Excuse me again, I've got cameras all over me, so I'm trying to balance them without dropping them. I wonder if that's original floor of the... seems very possible. Strategically placed cross. So the cloister is through that door. So I'm now halfway down. I haven't seen anything else. There's the cloister. Now, according to the diagram, the sacristy is over there, which is where the valuable... all the valuables would be, so I presume chalices and things like that. Any silverware. Now they've called this the high altar, or the presbytery high altar, on the diagram behind me, but I'm sure that they said this was the presbytery on this placard. Let me have a look. See if I've lost the plot. Carefully walking backwards. You are here. It kind of says the whole of this section that you can see in front of me is the presbytery. Now, as a Catholic, the presbytery at my church is kind of where the priests are before the service and after the service. In other words, this bit. When they come out to the service, they're coming out onto the altar into the church, not into the presbytery. So I'll have to check my definitions. Anyway, there we go. I think one thing has been solved. It says these are grave covers. So the ones I found outside the walls are just over behind, just down there. The three with the crosses on. And initially I thought there's something been vandalised over here, but then I realised it's actually got writing on it. That's the clearest one of the lot. It does say that it doesn't necessarily mark the burial spot, but that's pretty impressive.